Hello everyone. Today I will have a video of feeding my Orange Pastel Cobra. She just shed, so she's looking amazing, and it's always a great excuse to just look at her. Sorry for all the background noises. The snake room is so hot that I need to keep the door open when I'm filming, and my dear wife is cooking in the background, so we may hear some stuff. In the meantime, let's get this guy excited. Okay, that's a bit too exciting. He was totally out of the cage. Well, she was. Anyway, this gives us an excuse to be able to film her outside. Let's see if she takes it in or if she eats it there. But this is also a good chance for us to see those beautiful colors against a different background and without the influence of cage lighting. She looks absolutely spectacular, and she is totally food aggressive like all cobras are. She wouldn't chase me like this outside of her cage if there wasn't food involved. Well, let's say she wouldn't chase me this aggressively. I have been chased by this girl before. But if you be careful and check all the colors, you see how beautiful she is. And I'm showing you this. She has a couple bands, and then this other band basically just disappears into her entire body. And it looks really nice. Now she's pulling the rat in, so I think she's gonna do that. Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm behind the camera and I have a cobra that has its mouth available for biting, so I gotta be very careful and move if necessary. She's totally interested in the rat right now, so she doesn't see me, but I don't want to make sudden moves, just to be sure. Because if she sees me, then she may forget about the rat and then focus on me, which wouldn't be ideal. Okay, for some reason she's doing this from the wrong way. And now her entire body is outside, as you can see. Now this is getting to be interesting. I think we'll need to move her at some point. Alright, now I will need to grab my hook in case she goes ballistic on me. And we will follow her because she's just moving on my dirty floor, eating from the wrong end. Alright, that's the right end, so that's good. Alright, so she's getting her body somewhere where I can control her, so that's also nice. But we will not allow her to back away. So I'm just gonna go underneath her and try to move her. Alright. So she's at a place where she can feed and where we can see her and where I can basically manipulate her when she is done. but she naturally wants to retreat into a safer area, and I don't want her to retreat, so we have to do this. Okay, now it's safer for everyone. She's inside her cage, mouth full, doing some weird acrobatics, and I'm just gonna take the camera off the tripod and just get in there for now and film it like this for you guys. Again, now I'm in her domain, and if she gets a chance, she will definitely try to bite me. So I will be careful, and when she's close to being done with that rat, I'm gonna move out and end the footage. Again, for those of you who are new to the channel, this is a Naya Coyotea, a Thai cobra. They live in South Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, those areas, Burma, or Myanmar now, as we should call it. And their venom is quite neurotoxic, but they also have cytotoxins and cardiotoxins in there, so it's really not a snake to be bitten by. She's orange pastel, but she's also highlight, as you can see from the side. She has some black highlight scales. People can get confused because her hood looks more like a spectacled cobra's hood, an Indian cobra's hood, but it's just due to the several color mutations that are at play and pattern mutations. She is a monocled cobra. Right, let's move up and look from this side, and maybe I can even put this back on the tripod. Alright. Yeah. A little bit of a large meal for her, let's say. I'm sure she'll be able to eat it, but she is struggling. So what I'll do is I'll try to help her out by basically holding the rat in place and straightening it so she can have an easier time to swallow it. She obviously thinks that I'm trying to steal her food, so she's trying to pull it. But I'm actually just holding it in place for her. Alright, she's disappearing under the foliage. Again, if you get bitten by the snake, you will definitely suffer neurotoxic effects, and you will eventually die due to asphyxiation if you do not get treated. But even if you get treated, you will still be suffering from a lot of necrosis, a lot of local area effects of the bite, and also you might have even issues with your heart. You may have issues with your kidneys, as a lot of muscle will be broken down and may block the kidneys. So yeah, serious venom. Neutralized very nicely with the anti-venom, but still a full recovery is difficult with this species. So what we do is we don't get bitten. The The substrate that I'm using is all natural, guys, and it's digestible, to a degree at least. It's made from hemp, no THC content, so the snakes don't get high, but it's very absorbent, very good stuff. Yeah, she is going now through the hardest portion. When she's through the arms, it's going to be an easier job for her. You can see how beautiful her coloration is. Really, really, this orange mutation, I think, makes a super sexy snake. It's a little harder to film the snake when you have a naturalistic setup where you have other things in the cage, but the snakes like it better that way, so we keep it that way. Guys, she's almost done, and I do not want to take the camera to my hand again and go into the cage to get a better view of things. At this point it would be more dangerous each second. Let's try to do this for now. Yeah, as you can see, she's doing a great job. I don't like snakes ingesting substrate because it may get lodged in their mouth, soft tissue, but in general this shouldn't be a problem. And now she is done. I'm putting the tripod down because when she's done she'll probably freak out and she may charge us. So let's see what happens. That noise you might have heard came from the snake's lungs when she's breathing. Now I'm taking my hook into my hand and getting ready to close the cage door and to defend myself. I'm just going to zoom out. So if she comes toward us, we can see her. Yeah, she did a great job. Let's get her a little interested in us. I'm just using my hook to get her to hood so we can see her beautiful hood. But that was only for a little while. Yeah, that's a warning hiss. And she is actually quite calmer than what I have expected so far. which is great. Well, now she's coming. Yeah, that's a nice food. But I think she's a lot calmer than I expected, so it's good. Alright guys, she's gonna rub her face to the side to get rid of those extra substrate pieces. But I think this was a good video. We got to see one of my very beautiful snakes again. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.